Oh god, we're almost done. After this, we only have the PS4 game to review. But let's get this one out of the way. First off, sorry it's been almost 4 months since my All for One and Full Frontal Assault double review. Blame the PlayStation 3 HDCP. But like I said in my Festival of Blood review, I now have my splitter. Play that intro! Enjoy the show. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ratchet Clank Marathon. We're almost done, so I say let's just introduce the game in question, Ratchet Clank Into the Nexus. Ratchet Clank Into the Nexus, originally pitched as Into the Nether Regions, gross Insomniac, was released for the PlayStation 3 in fall and winter of 2013. Why wasn't this game ported to the PlayStation 4? I will never know. This is also an issue that I had with Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, since that came out in winter of 2014 for the PlayStation 3 only, and not the PlayStation 4 as well. Back to Into the Nexus. Is this game a worthy epilogue of the future saga, and is it something I can recommend to you? Let's find out. So the game takes place after the events of A Crack in Time, making All for One kinda canon, and Full Frontal Assault is also kinda canon. Ugh. Ratchet and Co. are on a mission to escort Vendra Prague, voiced by Nika Fuderman. The mission went bust when her twin brother Neftin Prague, voiced by Fred Tatasciore, sorry if I mispronounce names here, who also hired the returning Thugs for Less. After getting to the bridge of the ship, Nebulok 7, which is the name of said ship, we witnessed the death of Kronk and Zephyr. They fucking die! So the plot is set in motion. Find the Prague siblings and turn them in. Until around, I want to say, halfway through the game, we encounter a new breed of enemies called the Nethers. So a new plan is set in place. Find the Dimensionator and save Vendra, who got kidnapped by the Nethers. After getting to the Intergalactic Museum and getting the Dimensionator, Neftin sends Clank into the Netherverse and saves Vendra, all while Ratchet deals with the Nether leader known as Mr. I. We kill I, and the game ends with the Prague siblings turning themselves in. Oh, and Clank also took the Dimensionator, which I bet sets up the events of Rift Apart. Neat. So the story is short, but it's a breath of fresh air after the shit plots that were All for One and Full Frontal Assault. But how does the gameplay hold up? The gameplay is pretty much the same, though the biggest gameplay change comes from the grav tether, which would allow us to reach otherwise inaccessible areas in the game. Another huge change in gameplay goes to Clank, who instead of using time pads, we go into the Netherverse in a 2D/2.5D side-scrolling style. It's not bad. I just like the time puzzle mini games from A Crack in Time more. The OST is okay. Outside the title theme and an unused track that you can listen to on YouTube, this OST is alright at best. Now visually, for a 2013 game, or rather kinda late 2013 game, it's really good, to be honest. Like, really good. I know this game only runs at around, I want to say 30 frames per second, but I do not care. I love how this game looks. So let's recap. The story is a hell of a lot better than the last two games. Gameplay is great, the OST is okay, and visually it's pretty good. Here's my conclusion. Into the Nexus is a pretty good, albeit a bit short. If you're going for just the main story, which should take you around 5.5 hours to beat, if you're going for 100% completion, it'll take you a hefty 12 hours. The gameplay is pretty good. I just wish Clank maintained his time pad puzzles. The OST, like I said, is okay, and visually it looks pretty good for the PlayStation 3 in 2013. With all that in mind, Into the Nexus gets my score of a 6.5 out of 10. Now I want to know from you all, did you play Into the Nexus? Did you enjoy it? And is it something you could recommend to a friend? Leave your answers in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. While you're here, consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I make a new video. As always, my social media links are down below. So join me for the finale of the Ratchet Clank Marathon, where I take a look at, as of this moment, the latest released Ratchet Clank game, that of course being the PlayStation 4 reimagining. I'll see you all next time. Take care.